everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I actually have a one brand drugstore makeup look. So I'm going to be using a whole bunch of products from Maybelline. So if you want to see how the rest of the products apply, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start off with the Maybelline New York. It is the Master Prime by Face Studio and it's the Blur and Illuminate one. Ooh, sort of like pinky in color. Let's see, I only put one little drop, so we'll see how this looks. Like you really only need one drop in order to make sure it applies all the face, because I've got like very little bit. So this primer is supposed to visibly blur imperfections, smooth skin, and does not clog pores. Alright, so next I'm gonna go in. I got the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Normal to Oily foundation, and it is in the shade Classic Ivory. So I'm gonna apply, it comes with a not a dropper or not a pump, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. So I just put like a drop. I'm gonna use my beauty blender to see how this applies. The color seems pretty nice. It's a lot more liquidy than what I'm used to. Definitely a lot of product left on my hand, and I think it's just because it's liquidy that you don't necessarily need more. So I'm just going to take the rest and put on my beauty blender and then just blend it down my neck. So we will blend it out. Color seems to be pretty good. It's a lightweight foundation. Normal to oily should be fine. I tend to have a little bit drier skin in the summertime, but not dry enough that I need to buy a foundation that is for dry skin. Blends out really nicely. It's definitely not full coverage, but I'm totally okay with that because it's summertime. And then next I ended up getting the Better Skin Corrector and Concealer. Targets dark circles, spots, and imperfections. So I got the shade Ivory. So I'm just going to try and open it. Like the applicator, big fan. It's really light. So I'm just going to put a little bit underneath my eyes. And then down the bridge of my nose. Just a little bit on the forehead to kind of spread it out, and then just a little bit on the chin. And then I'm going to use my beauty blender to blend it out again to see how it kind of applies. I think it's no, it blends pretty good. I was going to say I think it's a little light, but I think it blends pretty nicely, and that's what you want it to do. So next I'm going to take the Fit Me translucent powder, again for normal to oily skin. Comes with a little pad, which I never use, and then the mirror, and then on the top is the translucent powder. And I'm going to take my Morphe M170 brush. Ooh, lots of fallout. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to set my face. Seems pretty nice. There's lots of fallout, like there's dust all over the pan, but I mean, I'm used to the loose powder, so this isn't so bad. Next, I'm going to be using the light to medium face contouring kit, and let's see if I can get this open. Yes, it does come with a little brush, but I don't know what I would use that for. And there's actually lots of powder that broke in the bottom of the pan, but we will see. So for my contour, I'm going to use the Luxie Lush 504 large angled brush. I'm just going to dip it in the contour. I think it's definitely buildable. Not what I'm used to, but it's definitely not horrible. I think this is more or less for like a lighter makeup day. It's not so bad. Applies pretty nicely. I think it's definitely a 2-coat kind of contour. I'm interested to see how the blush and highlight turn out. So for the blush, I'm actually going to use a quill brush, but I have no idea what the number is because it's all rubbed off. So I'm just going to take a little bit, apples of my cheeks, very rosy, little pink. It's not horrible. I think I'm going to take some of the leftover on the translucent brush to kind of blend it out a little bit because it's a little pink. I'm gonna fix up the contour. And then next I'm going to be going into the highlight, and it is the Pro Contour 79 brush from Sephora. It's very pale. Not bad. Definitely have to do a couple coats. It's not horrible. I'm impressed. I'm definitely more surprised with how the highlight turned out. Wow. So next I'm going to use the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volume. It is for filling in the brows, and I ended up getting shade 250, which is blonde. Hopefully this works. Oh, interesting. It's an interesting looking brush. I don't know how I feel about that. There's a lot of product on this. Well, I guess we will find out. It almost like, it's like a one-sided spoolie to like brush through the brows, except it doesn't really give like all that much. Like, it's too big to really fill in, and I feel like there's like weird, like there's way too much product on these brushes. I don't know if I like this. I think I may take a little bit of concealer and try and shape them a little bit, just because normally, like, it literally just looks. How about, let's try the spoolie and see if we can kind of like brush it through. It's definitely not my favorite. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, it looks all like cakey. Let's try some of the concealer to shape the brows a little bit. Not really, but that's okay. So next I'm going to actually use the contour kit to put some shadow on, just because I felt like it was going to be a more natural look anyways. So I'm going to take my Quo Oliver Shadow brush, and I'm going to dip it in to the highlight to just do like a quick all over base. And then I'm going to go in with the Luxie 205 brush with some of the contour shade to kind of build up the corners and the crease a little bit. It's definitely buildable. Brows though, I'm not liking these brows. So then I'm going to go in, ooh, which brush do I want to go in with? I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to take the same brush and kind of go in with a little bit of the blush shade. Just have a little bit off, just to put a little bit on the lid. Make it a little bit pinkier. And yes, for all those wondering, I am wearing a shirt. Just a strapless shirt. The contour kit works perfect as a shadow. So next I'm going to go in just with this Quo Eye smudger brush. There's no number and I've used it so much that the paint has started to peel off. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of the contour shade to go underneath. I'm noticing that there's a little bit of creasing underneath my eyes from the concealer. And it's probably due to the fact that it hasn't been really set because I just used the translucent powder. So I'm just going to kind of dab it away and then. So now I'm going over some of the pink, the blush shade. And then I'm going to take on my pinky, just a little bit of the highlight to do the inner corner, to brighten it up a little bit. And then just going to run it a little bit along the brow bone, just to give it a little bit of shimmer. Perfect. So finally I'm going to be going in with the Colossal Big Shot Volume Mascara. I definitely have heard really good things about this. I got the shade Brownish Black. If I'm going for more of a neutral shade anyways, then I might as well stick to the mascara. And I've heard really good things about this one, so I'm excited to give it a shot. No pun intended, big shot. Wow, this is some super fancy packaging. Interesting. Not what I was expecting from the brush. Alright. It's not bad. I definitely think it will be like a 2-coat kind of mascara, but we will see. Anyone notice how when you do your mascara you always sit there with your mouth open? Concentrating. Okay, so that's 1 coat of mascara. It's not bad. I think I'm gonna go in with another coat just to see what it looks like. Oh wow. You can already tell the difference. There's some crazy mascara. I find it a little like not clumpy, but spidery, I guess, where they kind of all stick together. But so I did 2 coats on the top and just 1 coat on the bottom because I figured it would be too spidery if I did 2 on the bottom. So far, I mean, I'm pretty impressed. So I've used all of the products that I got from Maybelline. Well, that is the completed look. I completely forgot to buy a lipstick or a lip gloss or something, so I'm just gonna pretend like it wasn't part of it. Yeah, so that's it. My plans for today are actually gonna go downtown to Yorkville to do a little bit of shopping, so I will give you updates when I get back to see kind of how it wears. It is approximately 9:12 in the morning right now. I'm not going to set it with any setting spray just because I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose. Hello everyone, so I am back. I had a busy day, did yoga in the park, I went shopping in Yorkville with my mom. We got caught in the rain, so I got soaking wet, and I was on the subway. So lots of action today, but I just wanted to give you a quick update. It is currently 8 p.m. so it's been put on around 9, so it's been about 11 hours since I've been wearing this makeup. You can tell a little bit, here I'll zoom you in a little bit down here that the product didn't stay, but overall I think it looks absolutely amazing. I mean, when you look close up, yeah, there are areas. I'm not a fan of the brows. I think it's just because the brush was so thick and it didn't really go on properly, but everything else I absolutely love. The mascara is definitely a favorite of mine. I really like all the options that we had. I will leave them all in the description box below. So yeah, that is all I have for today. My Instagrams are down below, as well as my Twitter if you all are interested in following me, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!